Hello fellow geeks and gamers, I'm Anthony M. the DM, I run the Games and Geekery Discord server, and I have a little bit of a news update. So, as you may know, my day job is delivering parcels. I don't need to name the company, that's not really important. But as you might imagine, as we build up to Christmas, my workload is increasing, and it's made it harder for me to show up on time to both my online games and my in-person Games and Geekery events. And I had considered trying to put more effort into gaining more Games and Geekery customers. In fact, I introduced a new tier on Patreon called the what did I call it? The Investors tier, the Investors Club, to try and encourage people to support making this my full-time business. Because I was hoping that this would have a positive rapid response, but it hasn't yet. And so I need to seriously think about what direction I want to take Games and Geekery and how I want it to look going forward. I still love running the adventure games, which we use Dungeons and Dragons for at the moment. Of course, I don't know if you've seen this, but there are several prominent influencers, people who had been very influential in introducing D&D to people who have decided not to use that system anymore, but that's beside the point. I need to have a think, and at the moment I don't have time to do that. I am exhausted and from working a day job and then also trying to run games, and I don't want to start not liking what I do. So due to the demands of the day job, I have decided to put Games and Geekery on hiatus until the 1st of January. So, the new year. This is a very busy and stressful time of the year for many of us, and hopefully this will give us all a breather and give us all time to think and stuff. So, those of you who are in the games and paying a subscription on Patreon, it would be perfectly understandable if you chose to pause your subscription. You're more than welcome to. The more money you can keep for yourself at this time of year, the better. Everyone who is a current subscriber will be eligible to resubscribe at the secret menu price when you return in January. So yeah, I wish I could keep this going, but it's I'm burning the candle at both ends. I'm not getting a lot of sleep. It's not good. I'm still going to keep the Patreon live. I'm still, when I have the time, going to try and encourage people to join the community. I'm still going to be a part of the community whenever I have time to comment on the Discord server. Now, long term, I still want to make Games and Geekery a success. I still want to do this full time, but I want to do it in such a way where I'm not burnt out in the process. And to do that, I really need to make it sustainable so that I don't have to do a day job as well to make money. So that's what I'll be thinking about working on when I have the time during this hiatus. Now, if you are really jonesing for a game and you want to help me to achieve the goal of working full-time, doing just games and geekery, I would be willing to do one-shots, but they will have to be booked in advance. They will have to be a minimum of 3 hours long, and they will have to have a minimum of 3 people and a maximum of 6. And the reason for these restrictions is because I need to the time slots that are available will be days where I would normally be delivering parcels, and I would need to, if I need to take in order to take the day off from my day job, I need to be making enough money doing doing something else to make it worthwhile. Now, of course, it would be, of course, it's as I mentioned, I'm going to have to make money at it to make it worthwhile taking the day off from my day job. So it would be £11.54 per hour, and as I said, if that seems steep, that's understandable. I know not everybody can afford it, but that's the only way I'm going to be able to afford to do it. So again, I've got a lot of thinking to do to figure out how I can actually make this sustainable. I've had some ideas, including having spectators that pay, basically, instead of the players paying, we somehow have spectators paying a fee to watch our games and maybe even participate somehow from the bleachers. I don't know quite how it's going to work. Like I said, it's just a vague idea. I've also had, I don't think this one's sustainable at all. I think it's a very silly idea. But it occurred to me that maybe the spectators could also place bets on how the next encounter is going to go, who's going to end up unconscious first, and there would be different odds on each adventurer depending on how well they have done in previous. There's going to be a lot of work, and I'm not a big fan of gambling, so I don't think that's a viable option. But yeah, that's the situation. What? Oh. Okay. This just in. The goblins are demanding fair pay or they're going to go on strike. What? Nonsense. Okay. So, yeah. Sorry about that interruption. The goblins will keep at it if they want to still get a roof over their head and food. But, yeah. So I'm gonna put a long story short. It's the Christmas period. A lot of people are struggling to make it to games, both the live, both the in-person games and the online games, including myself. So for now, we're going to put a pin in Games and Geekery until the new year, and I will be around to answer questions and discuss the games going ahead and listen to your ideas if you have any on what you think Games and Geekery should be doing going forward. I'd love to hear it. But in the meantime, no matter what role you play, have a good game. Come on, stop.